Have you ever wanted to find something incredibly chic for incredibly cheap? Well, this video is for you because I have some thrifted pieces that I styled and will be showing in this video, along with some pieces that weren't thrifted but were also on the cheaper side. So let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Joy and I talk about all things beauty, makeup, and hair related. So let me show you these pieces. I go to Goodwill. I know that there's Salvation Army and all these other thrifting places, but I pretty much stick to Goodwill. So if you want to find some of these pieces, probably similar pieces, because with thrifting, it's a one time. It's like you're only going to see that piece one time, so you better grab it when you see it. And definitely go on Saturdays because they have certain tags that are only $2. So some of these pieces that you guys will be seeing for only $2. I mean, you can't ignore that. You can't get a deal any better than that. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this first look. I basically paired it with this button up, and I want to say it's a suede skirt. Thanks to mom, she found this skirt for me. Thank you so much. She knows exactly what my style is, and this happened to be on my Pinterest board that same day. So I was so happy when I seen this. And what I love about it is that it was only, I believe, $2, which is crazy because it looks so expensive. And it fits really well. And it's, I feel like it could work for whether you're a medium or a large. I feel like you can fit into this skirt. Now, with a lot of these pieces, I'm just really showing you guys what you can do with thrifting, because a lot of times people be like, you won't find anything good there. Those are leftover goods or whatever, like stuff that people use, but they didn't, it's dingy and it's faded. But the truth is, sometimes you'll find stuff that have never been worn. It has the tags on them, and it might even be $2 on a Saturday. So you really can't beat this deal. This is not a sponsor for Goodwill, but I wish it was, because I absolutely love going there every Saturday. So with this outfit, the shirt is also thrifted. It's oversized, so you guys can't see it, but I have a lot of that shirt tucked into that skirt, okay? But I still was able to make it look pretty chic and honestly expensive. And then for the purse, that is not thrifted. So some stuff I'm going to be showing you guys isn't thrifted. This is from Target. They had, I believe, two different kinds. They had a leather black one with gold, like the little balls on there. That was gold. And then this one's like a more suede brown color with silver. Gold was giving a little cheap to me. And also this one is like something you don't really see. I feel like suede to me is giving expensive. And the fact that I really waited this one out, guys, this one was at Target for a while. I believe it was like $25, $35. I was like, I'm not paying that. I can go to Ross and find something a little cheaper. But then I came in there one day, I was wandering around, and I looked up and I was in a clearance section, and the purse was only $9. So I said, hey, this is my, I won't say lucky day, it was my blessed day. And I went ahead and brought that purse, or clutch, as I should say. And it pairs perfectly with that skirt. It is a little off in color, but I feel like you really should start practicing to not be so matchy. Like, if it's a little off, you could get away with it. If it's completely off, that's when it becomes a problem, because it's like, I see what you tried to do there, but they're clearly two different colors. And then there's times where maybe you have a purse that doesn't match anything that you're wearing, but it's just a pop of color. That is also good. You really want to exercise that muscle of not trying to be matchy or trying to, sandwich every outfit. Like, sometimes there should be a pop of color, whether it's your shoes, your purse, your hat, your glasses, or maybe even your skirt, maybe even your top, or pants, or, so on and so forth. So I feel like this was a good example of mixed matching. And I will say, a lot of these outfits that I'm going to be showing you, it was too hard for me to not mix match it, if that makes sense, because I had the perfect pieces to go with it. I was like, I cannot not match this, like, I have to show this to you guys. So that's pretty much it for this look. I did pair shoes with it, but you can't really see it from where my camera is at. So I would say with this, you can definitely go kitten heels, or you can go higher of a heel. I feel like those two are perfect for this. And maybe even sandals. I don't know. I have one outfit with a long skirt that looks good with sandals, but this one I feel like you would have to have a heel with this. I feel like a heel would just be perfect. Open toe. Sometimes closed toe is good, but some outfits I feel like the toes should be out. Okay, so I feel like this one is one of those, and I don't know. I absolutely love this look. It was literally my Pinterest board in real life on my body, and it was so fun. So on to the next look. So this one, I had a little fun. Okay, I had a little fun. You guys have seen this top on the channel before, but you haven't seen it like this. I found this top thrifting, as well as the skirt, and as you notice, there's two shirts attached to each other. Okay, your girl got creative. Okay, I got these from the thrift store. Once again, my mother found the top. She is good at this. This is really what she does. And then for the other tops that I'm wearing as a skirt, right? I found that at a thrift store, separate times, separate days, right? But they were just, I don't know, I was looking at it and I was just like, I like this kind of plaid, like the color plaid that it was, the blue one and the green one, because every time I think plaid, I think that Christmas red and black plaid. That's not my color. That's really just not my thing. I like red, but not like that. So when I found these, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I believe the top was $2. The pants, or not the pants, but the self-made skirt, the DIY skirt, I believe those might have been $2, maybe $3.99. They have different prices, like from $2, or like $1.99, I should say, to like maybe $20. So those were probably around, I want to say under $5 for sure. So what I did here was I was like, okay, this top is cute. I've styled this on the channel before, but I want to do something different. I want to do something fun. I looked in my closet. I was like, hey, I don't really wear these button ups. Let me make a skirt out of it. I did it the first time, and I don't even think I have footage of when I did it the day before, but I wasn't really feeling it. So what I did was I made it kind of long, and then I kind of like let it hang, and I put like a pin in it so that it would be kind of more fitted around the waist, because usually that wouldn't really fit. Like that would be a little too oversized for your girl. That would be a little too low waisted for me. So I had to go in with a pin to make it tighter, and I absolutely love this look. I paired it with a clutch that I got from, I believe it was Ross. No. Let me not lie. It was Burlington, which is crazy because I don't really talk about Burlington on here a lot, but it was Burlington, and it was a while ago. It's actually a purse, but I took the strap off, and I just wore it as a clutch because I was like, this is perfect as a clutch. And I don't know if you guys can see the shoes, but I paired it with some kitten heels I recently brought that are literally the same material as the purse. So I was like, okay, this is actually gonna eat. And I feel like it went together perfectly because I was like, I don't really think there's a color shoe that would go good with this. I mean, you would probably have to have a dark blue or a dark green. And I don't have dark blue and dark green shoes that are heels. Because I was like, heels goes perfect with this. Maybe flats. You can get away with flats with this one for sure. Closed toe or open toe. I feel like it would look perfect. And then also, I went with the clutch instead of the strap because I felt like you don't need a big bulky purse with this look. I mean, the look is already doing enough. You don't need a big bag. Like at least with the last outfit, you could have did a big purse, but it would have really screamed corporate. So I went with a clutch so it can give like I'm on the go rather than I'm going to the office, you know? So I try to be kind of like strategic and intentional when it comes to the outfits. And that's kind of the concept that I came up with for this look. And I just absolutely love it. It's really giving Pinterest, you know, like at the end of the day, I'm trying to look like my Pinterest board. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's what I'm trying to do. And I also realized too, guys, that I really need to give y'all a streetwear edition because I really have been showing up with all these heels and all these clutches. I'm like, where's the streetwear? So I am going to give it to you, and it's going to look real different. Not like unique different, but like different as in you guys are used to me wearing like long skirts and heels and just these real fancy outfits. So I'm gonna kind of get a little casual on y'all, or try to, okay? But it's gonna be fun. So for the next look, I wore like, honestly, as you can see, it's giving leather on leather on leather on leather. Like, I will say for the summertime, it might be a little hot. So I would say summer evening look if it's a little cold outside. this is the look for you, or if you're even into this. I love black. I almost ended up doing all of these outfits black because that is my favorite color. I decided to pair this leather jacket with a white button up that I got from Ross. I got the button up from Ross and I absolutely love it because it is just so tapered. It is so tapered. It's like, okay, who made this for me? And I didn't know they made it for me. Okay, thanks. And I actually have it in another color, but you guys will see that like in another video. And I paired it with this skirt or skort. I don't know what you call it when it's shorts and a skirt at the same time, but that's basically what I put with it. I also thrifted that. Yes, okay, I thrifted that in the leather jacket. Here's the catch. The leather jacket is actual leather. Oh. It wasn't $2 though. It wasn't $2. Don't get too excited. It was 25, which is really good for an actual leather jacket. That usually goes, you're usually in the hundreds when we're talking real leather, you're usually in the hundreds. So I was like looking for a leather jacket for months, right? And guess who came through for me? My mama. Okay, she came through for me. She found it while she was thrifting and she was like, I couldn't leave this. And I seen it and I was like, I absolutely love this. This is actually gorgeous. And I've been looking for a leather jacket because it's so hard to find one that's, first of all, affordable. And if it is fake leather, which I'm not against, it looks like fake leather. I don't know, fake leather, you really gotta cook for it to look good because sometimes I'd be like, ooh, okay, we know where you got that from, downtown. Okay, so with the skirt, it is fake leather, but I feel like it paired very well with the jacket, so I wasn't really tripping about it being fake leather with real leather. I feel like it paired well, but I will say, if you plan on thrifting fake leather, you might as well actually go buy it because with fake leather, it does get a little raunchy after a year or so. It's gonna start, just coming off, just coming apart. So it's better to just buy it brand new so you really get full wear out of it. I got this skirt because it was like $2. I'm okay if in 6 months to a year that $2 is basically gone because it's $2, right? And I was like, okay, this is going to go perfect with this jacket because I wanted leather bottoms to go with it. I am looking for a leather pants, but it's really not the season for that. So on to the next. I put the same heels that I put with the last look with this look as well, but I also have leather boots. Yes, your girl did buy a pair of leather boots, and you guys, if you are really watching me, you seen that in my my haul that I did, like my little monthly haul that I did, and I basically had showed you these leather boots that I got from Macy's, and I was gonna put it with this, but I was like, you know what, it's summer, let me not be too hot, because leather on leather on leather, I'm gonna burn up, I'm gonna turn into a flame, I'm gonna melt, like literally. So I was like, you know what, we'll put a cute kitten heel with it and call it a day. I also put a purse with it that I usually wear like every day. This is actually my everyday purse and it just happened to go really well with this look. But I will say you could pull out a clutch because once again, leather on leather. You're not trying to be too hot. You don't need a big purse for this, okay? So you could just go on with a clutch or you can go on with a little shoulder bag like I did. On to the next look. For this look, I was thinking spring. I was thinking summer, light colors, and that's exactly what it gave. I will say you might be a little hot in this, but I absolutely love it. And what's so fun about it is that the skirt is actually Zara. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you go to Goodwill, you will see so much Zara. It is insane. You'll also see Shein, but I think the reason why people put it in the Goodwill is because it's from Shein. Okay, so you got to be careful with Shein. Shein can cook sometimes, and sometimes it's like, okay, I knew when I paid $5, it should have been more than that. Okay, so you got to be careful. But they have a lot of Zara, and I have so much Zara just from Goodwill. Like I wasn't intentionally looking for Zara, but I just happened to keep finding it. And who found this one? You might ask. It was my mother. And you might be like, Joy, do you ever thrift yourself? I do, but she has a good eye. She even sees things that I see, and I'm like, okay, that's not gonna be cute. And then I put it on later after buying it, and I'm like, why was I about to leave this in the store? Like, she really knows what she's doing. No promo. But yeah, so basically she found that skirt for me. It's Zara. It's just the perfect size, and I also paired it with this button up top. It's pink, and it might be crazy to see me in pink. I know that in a lot of my videos I'm wearing pink, but it's not my favorite color. Black is actually my favorite color, but I was like, okay, that might be a bit of an eyesore for the people watching me. So I changed a little bit and put on some pink because I was like, you know what, I was feeling girly. And I really like this look. It's so cute. Basically what I did was I tied the top, and I really was gonna tie it like down lower, but I said, you know what, let me bring it up and bring the skirt up some more. So it kind of looks like it's a white dress, but it's actually just a white skirt. So I just brought the skirt up. I also had heels with this, but I didn't wear it on camera. I'm at home. I'm on carpet. I don't need to wear heels. Like, you guys get the gist. But if I were to actually wear this outside, I would pair it with some sandals, some white sandals with the toes out. With the toes out. And I feel like that would look so gorge, so pretty. And I really have to do more of these videos for you guys because it gave me so many ideas. I was like, I need to wear this outside. Like, I had my makeup on, hair was eaten, and the outfit was tea. I was like, you know what, after this video I want to go somewhere. Like, there's no way I'm just getting undressed and taking this makeup off and going to bed. Like, I gotta go somewhere. So I highly encourage you guys, first of all, go thrifting. It is so fun. They have so many stuff in there. And you might say, when I go in there, I don't see a lot of stuff. It does take some time. Go in the morning when they first open so you get the best of the best stuff. But besides from getting the best stuff, you do have to feel like thrifting. You do have to feel like wanting to do that. And also, always make a list. Always make a list. Always say, okay, I'm looking for a black coat. I'm looking for I'm looking for some jeans. I'm looking for some shorts. I'm looking for a cute little tank top. Whatever you're looking for, make a list, because when you get in there, you're gonna see all this different stuff and you're gonna be like, I don't even know where to start. So when you have a list, you're like, okay, if I'm looking for a shirt, I'm going straight to the shirt section. That's exactly how you should do it. So yeah, and then another thing is you can always buy a couple things at the thrift store, because usually you're not going to find anything that goes together. However, I have, and I will be making another video on that. I have found pieces that actually go together perfectly. But if you don't find pieces that go together, I want you to take your butt over to Ross, because they got you. They got you over there. They're cooking over there. I absolutely love Ross, especially if you want to look more put together but not spending that much money. Go there for sure. Their prices are great. They're a little more expensive than Goodwill, but it is brand new. They do have fitting rooms that are actually open, and if you buy it, you can return it and get your money back if you don't like how it looks when you're at home. With Goodwill, I will say you do have only, I think, 2 weeks to return it, and even when you return it, you don't get your money back. You have to find another piece in there and basically exchange it. So just be mindful of that, but even that is a good option instead of like no return policy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's better than nothing. So I'm just saying, like, be more open-minded to thrifting. I know people be like, I don't want to wear other people's clothes. Have you heard of a washer and dryer? And also, when you're in there shopping, you can see if it's faded. You can see if it look a little raunchy. You can see why it's here. Okay, if that's the case, don't buy it. But if you see something really cute and it has like tags on it still, you better go get that, girl, especially for $2. I'm about to go for you. Okay. So it's really fun. It's really good for budgeting if you want to shop, if you're a bit of a shopaholic but you're trying to save some money. Definitely go thrifting. And then they have different places like Salvation Army, and I believe they have, like, I want to say your local thrift shops, like the places that you don't really know the name of, but they, it's thrifted. You can also go there. You might find even more unique pieces there. But yeah, I definitely recommend that you guys try it. I hope that you guys like this video and how I styled all these pieces. And if you want another one, just comment down below. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!